Hi, this is Dave Bennett. Welcome back. We're going to go ahead and continue our chat about the admin panel and the different functionalities in there so you can understand how to control your site when you get it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to talk about sidebars right now. That's what I want to do. So I'm staring at this. There's no sidebar on this page. I could go here, and there may or may not be a sidebar here. There is none. I could go here. In other words, each page you can flip the sidebar on or off. And the sidebar can be as extensive as you want. It can have as many things in it as you would like. There are a lot of sidebar controls. So let's take a look at what that would be like. If I go to the dashboard, I can hit sidebar. Okay. Now, as you can see, there can be many things there. You can add new. You can even change the sorting, okay, and save the sorting, okay. And you can delete things. You can select things that are kind of useless to you and delete them. Doesn't really matter. So right now we only had one thing enabled, and that is whatever we called it. So if I go back and look, this is that one thing that's enabled. By the way, the sidebar will be the same on every page, okay. If it's enabled, it'll be the same thing, okay. You can decide which pages it shows up on or not, but it'll be the same sidebar on every page of this site. So it's why you always see the same thing. So featured services, let's just take a look. Let me go into F-test. Okay, we're calling it featured services. We're saying show the heading or don't show the heading. That means it will or will not show the heading, which is featured services. Okay, that's the heading, widget heading, show the heading, yes or no. Reference name is for ourselves. So really, we ought to call it something like featured services too, huh? Now, it can be featured services, popular pages, whatever it is you would like. Now, reality check is this isn't really the best widget for this kind of thing, and I'll tell you why. There's another widget that's better for it, but you can do things this way. So if I do put in a list of links, how do I do it? Like with bullet points, home, contact, modern. How would this be done? All right, well, let me just delete it and go to show. Here's an italicized, or bullet points. And I can just start in with caps on home, you know, classic pages or whatever, modern, right, eco sustainability, and whatever else, you know, contact us, right? And so there you would go. Now the question is, how do you make these work? Because so far it's just saying those are, you know, pages, but what now? The answer is, okay, and notice these just look like bullet points, but over here, when they're really displayed, they look like arrows. That's because every theme is different that way. So now if I want to go to the home page, a classic page of modern, let me just open this in a new tab so I can start that. There we go. That's going to be my home, say. So I'll double click and hit the link and paste it in and hit OK. And then if I want to do it with this one, again, I'll just go to the classic page and do it with that one. Control C. Put the link in, hit OK. Modern. See how quick this is? It's pretty efficient, right? So just however I want to do it is pretty nice and efficient. And so I can just do it like so. And there you have it. There's the idea. I could keep going and just go ahead and get those links in. Boom. And then contact us. And that'll be the last of the links there. All right, let me update that. So now if I come back and check again on the front page, these are clickable. They will go to the right pages now. There's the difference. So let me talk about what else is going on with the sidebar. There's more things. See, there's a content widget. Whoops. Content, menu, content, videos, embed code, ads. So these are the different widget types. How does that happen? Well, when you add a new widget, you can choose what kind of a thing it's going to be. So I can give it a name. I can give it a heading that I will show or not. The reference name is for me. The widget heading is in case I want to show the heading. And then the widget type, menu, ads, videos, embed, and content. So if I hit menu, there you go. We get this automatic menu. I did not need to go create all those links because I could have just used a menu widget, for instance. Let's just say this is called menu. Whoops, forgot my caps. Menu, okay, and save it. So now I have two widgets that are enabled. Everything else in the middle is not enabled. So if I refresh, okay. Featured services, and then menu. Wonder why menu is only showing contact in this case. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Oh, that's why. I need to shift click all the pages that I want to be on the menu, and I can hold down your control key and click off any particular, on or off each page individually, so you don't have to show all the pages if you don't want to. All right, so let's say I do that. So now it's all highlighted, and so now it's all there. Now these already click, so I didn't need to hand click those or hand create those links on my own. Now that means I could go ahead and flip that off. I could even delete it because I don't need it anymore. Let me just delete it. Okay. Now this is showing up because it's enabled. Everything else is not. If I wanted to start enabling things, I could do it. I could flip them on and kind of see what they look like. Okay. And so, well, I wouldn't do it that way actually. I would do it this way. Enable. Enable, enable, okay. And I can see what these widgets are all about. They just give me a clue. And if I flip, then I'll see what they do. They're going to run all the way down the side of the page right now, doing their things. There's the video, there's the different things. We could paste in the code for Facebook, some kind of a image for our guarantee or promise or whatever it is, contact us link maybe with a phone number to call, different things like that. Now, if you want to change the order in which these things appear, you can certainly do that. Again, you can take your sidebar and just move things around. I might make the video the second thing, the menu the top, gallery spotlight might come next, and I'll save the sorting. And that's good when you want to put the most important stuff higher up so that people see it right away as they're navigating your site. Okay? Now, with that in mind, again, anytime you go into one of these, you're saying, well, it's got a broken link or whatever it is, and you're just curious how it works. Whoops, sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I should have hit the go back button, okay? And hit warranty. Yeah, okay, so it's just telling you something about it. Again, it's just got all dummy information in there until you change it. Facebook like box. Okay, the coding doesn't work in this case because it's probably not correct. I can go to somewhere else, call us today. And here's a broken image, but I could put in a different image. You know, all your images from your server, so I could add the phone number, whatever it is. Satisfaction guarantee. You know, I could say something like that. And just resize it. And that way, you know, calls today, the phone number, whatever, and there's a satisfaction guarantee. Again, I can do this differently. I can make give us a call today, a regular text like this, where I put in regular print, and the print here, there I put the phone number. And then for the warranty, I'd say satisfaction guarantee, and I could even put a link on that to go to my warranty page. So let me see, warranty. I don't know why it says no warranty. And let me actually copy this, because that might be, well, I don't even need to do that. That might be where I put the phone number. Let me just do this. Warranty, that I want to be my warranty image. Whoops, not source code, but just simply image. Boom, browse. Okay, I put my guarantee in there. Resize it to whatever appropriate size. I might want to do that. I may need to take it down because it might be too big for the sidebar. So I go like 240 maybe with the lock on. Okay, and I might have a guarantee page it needs to go to. And so I'm just going to put a slash to say stay on the server. See how this was HTTP? That would be if I leave the server. I'm going to go to Google. Okay, then that's HTTP. But if I put a slash, it means stay here on this website. That'll be my warranty.html page, say. Okay, or I could browse the server if I need. And I could have it open in a new link or not, you know. There you go. So if I update it, all I mean to say there, refresh, is that my warranty, nice and obvious, and it's clickable. It can go to my page, or I can say something above it or below it. So I could just add more. I could type something in here. 90 days, you know, no questions asked. And just, again, you can make it big, size, you know, take it where you want, just not too big or it won't fit properly. Okay. Unless I do a word wrap. Nope. Something like that. Okay, and then I might do something like this. I'm just going to highlight that and make it dark yellow, right? And hit update. Got it? There we go. 90 days, no questions asked. If I needed to, I could center it. Again, I'm just showing you things you can do so it reminds you that you can, do things, center it. Now you think, well, that's not centered. Okay, center that too, but you don't need to. Okay. Because it's already, stuck in the sidebar anyway. But there you go. That just looks better, right? There you have it. So there are things I can turn on and off. Our promise. There should be another image there. It's just a broken link. I can fix it. This can be any video. How do you do videos? Let me do videos. Our video. Okay. And if I do it, here's how it goes. Our video with whatever kind of a heading. Show the heading yes or no. Okay. Video from, where's it from? Vimeo or YouTube? Let's say YouTube. Most videos we think of come from YouTube. And then we say, well, what's the video ID? All right, well, we got to go get it. So let's go to youtube.com and let's look it up. Surely we have a video if we're going to put our video in there, or we're going to do like a how-to or a catch-all, something neat. Let me just say granite countertops, all right? Just to have a cool video about it. Let's say it's not about a competitor, but just some interesting video because it adds value to the website, raises the score. So here we go. Let me pause and get the code. It's asking me for the video ID or the code. On Vimeo, there's such a thing, and on YouTube, there's such a thing. How do you recognize it? It's at the end of the URL. YouTube.com/watch?video equals. Watch the video. Watch?video equals. Video equals what? Well, there you go. After the equal sign, that. It's going to be short. It'll be like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or so characters. Okay, if you see a bunch of other stuff, if it says ampersand and then a bunch of other things, that's unrelated. The ampersand means and there's something else going on. Okay, there could be dashes in the video URL. There could be underlines in the video URL. But once you hit an ampersand, we left the video ID and we went somewhere else. So we just need the video ID. So let me do this again. All right, there's the video ID. Copy. Pause. All right, so I'm just going to put it right here. Boom. Okay. And then I can put a video description. Okay, fine. It can be anything I want, from us. Who knows? Copy. Boom. Boom. Wow. From, our company, whatever that company is, obviously. That's you. So let me see how that looks. I got to find a page that has the sidebar on to see how that looks. There you go. Our whatever city video, it's just saying that because it's following the rules we had for the video. The video said use our, and then it's got a token for city in the video. I could say granite countertops up here. As a matter of fact, I should. Why has it got this whole token concept? Whenever you see that, it means it's reading this variable information from somewhere else in the system. Where is that place that it reads that variable information from? Our something video, our Atlantic City video. Where did it get the Atlantic City part? Well, obviously Atlantic City is being associated with city right now. If I open the dashboard in a new link so I can investigate that without losing my place, I can go to the global variables. That's where all those things are, all those things. You can read about it on the right, by the way, on the dashboard. If I go back, if I hover over this, you see it here. If I want to just click on it, boom, and I can read about how it works. You can read about all these things that are here over here if you want, and it's very cool. You can just jump around. Go up here and jump around. All right, global variables. Whatever it said here for city, there it is, then that's what it's going to use on the website. So if I want the city to be something else like San Diego, I can just edit the city and make it San Diego. Update it. I can add new variables. I can delete variables. I can use them anywhere I want in my website. It's usually wise, if you decide to use a variable like a phone number, to always use it in your website. Never put this anywhere in your website if you can put this instead. That way, your whole website says call this token. It says we're at this token. It's got it in the address. It's got it in the header on every single page. You use the token instead of the actual phone number. Why? Because say you're going to change a phone number one day. Well, if you change a phone number, you can just do it on this one page. And that will cascade all the pages because you're using this on all the pages. And therefore, you don't accidentally miss anything on any of the pages. You don't overlook it. You get it? So it's really good to use these tokens because they affect all of your pages all at once. And that goes for everything where you would want to put this, you really put that. You know, wherever you would want to put the website title, you put this instead, and so on. Zip, city, state, if you want to add new ones, add them. They can be about anything you want under the sun, including YouTube videos. So there you go. All right, so anyway, what I do, I changed it to, what I do, San Diego. So if I go back and refresh, now it's going to say our San Diego video. See, that's the whole point. So any city, anywhere, if I would have had the city here, instead of using the city, I should use the city variable, right? The global variable. Instead of using a phone number, I should use the global variable, right? Anywhere and everywhere throughout the entire system. That way they all read from that one page, the global variables page. This is actually one of our greatest advantages in our CMS that we offer this. You cannot usually find this in any admin panels of any other CMSs, including WordPress. You just don't see it. And it's tremendously helpful for organizing all of your information. What if you had 100 pages? You could. Some people do. What if you had a phone number you put on all of them? Well, that would be horrible if you had to go change that phone number, the email address, or the name of the company, or anything, or you wanted to add something new. If you actually had to go to every single page to do that, oh, it would take you forever, wouldn't it? That's the exact advantage of global variables. All those pages uses the variable, so you can just change it here on the variable. City, state, zip, phone, opening hours, closing hours, anything you want. YouTube videos, whatever you want. You want to change to the better YouTube video on every single page, you can do it. Okay, there you go. Global variables can be used everywhere. They're used everywhere. They are used like here in basic variables here, okay? They're used often in the sidebar, like we were just saying about our video, right? Our video happened to have one here in the header. Doesn't make much sense. Could we create one called main keyword, for example? Yeah. Now I'm getting all these tabs open, so let me just kind of like focus on something for a minute. I could create one called something like, watch this, main keyword. And I could say the token code, again, I got to follow suit, main KW. That might be all I want. And then that's going to be granite countertops, right? There. Now I got the code. I'm going to save this. And it's main KW. Right? This can have 1, 2, 3 pages worth of these things. By the way, you can export them and save them on your computer, and you can actually import them to overwrite. So you can actually get very, very flexible with things like this. But again, if you just save the whole thing in the first place, if you come here and download the sample feed file, that covers all those global variables too. It saves them all automatically. And if you want to import, you can import. Okay, so now that I have that new global variable, what I need to do is go stick that in my sidebar widget. So I'm going to put it here, and I'll just say, you know, I might just do that. I mean, it's up to me, right? Global variables, words in any combination. So now watch. There you go. Granite countertops, right? Whatever it is I would have wanted to say. Okay, now you're starting to understand how this works, a sidebar, and you can flip it on or off page by page to create the right combination of whatever you want. And that's up to you how many things you want to have in there, what you want to have in there. Of course, this page will look better when somebody writes content from materials and puts some images into the content so that this side of the page fills out more. Okay. Again, the sidebar has to be the same on every single page. It's either on or off, but there's only one sidebar for the whole thing. Okay, that's all your main stuff. And that's good because otherwise it would confuse people if it kept flipping into different things. They'd have to go through all the pages to check all the options. That wouldn't be good. All right, there you go. I think you understand what's happening there. That's very helpful to understand about global variables and sidebar items. You can go explore all the sidebar items and see what they're like. Again, if you add new, you can just kind of get a clue. If it's a menu widget, there it is. And remember, you shift click, right? Click on one end, hold down the shift key, click on the other, and then hold down your control key if you want to click things off that you don't want. Whatever you have selected, those are going to show up in your new widget. Okay, there you go. What else do we have? Ads widget. You can put in the heading, reference name and heading is the same. Show heading, yes or no. It's an ads widget. So you need to put an add image, some kind of an image to click on. And then where's it going to go? Some URL. So this is where you just add an ad, right? A picture like a banner for something and then put a link. And then if they do click it, should they go there in the same tab or a new tab or a new window? It may as well be new tab in that case, right? But there you go. So what else do we have? Videos widget. That's what we just covered about the video, and you can put the ID in the description and the header. What else? Embed code widget. Just if you have regular code and that's all there is, you can still give it a heading, our Facebook page, and that could be the Facebook code. You know, like us on Facebook, and that could be the Facebook code. Join our newsletter, and that could be this code snippet from Aweber or GetResponse to join the newsletter. Okay. And you don't have to show the heading if the image is so crystal clear. It says join GetResponse. Well, then why would you have the heading say GetResponse if the picture is going to say join GetResponse right below it? So you would probably not show the heading in that case. And then finally, content widget. That's just regular mix and match it all. You can put in words, you can put in images, you can have the images linked through to something. You could put in ads. If you need to put in code, just switch to source code, paste in code, flip back and hit save. So it's kind of a catch-all content widget. It allows you to put any kind of content in there. You could even build your own menu widget if you really wanted to, right? There's the difference. Okay. I hope that clarifies that. Let me see. I'm going to close this video out as a part 2, let you guys get a breath. And we're going to figure out what it is we want to talk about next. By the time we get to bulk export, there's already a different video series on that. So I'll make sure to get that into the video section of the website so you can find it more easily. We've covered a lot of this. We should go through typography next, shouldn't we? We haven't done that yet. And that's this section here called typography. So we're going to do that in the next video, typography. Okay, thank you very much.